Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's both fascinating and terrifying: serial killers. We'll be taking a state-by-state look at the most notorious killers in America. Grab your coffee because we're uncovering the dark side of the United States. Each state holds its own chilling tales of murder and mayhem. We'll explore the twisted minds of these criminals and the gruesome details of their crimes. Make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on. You won't want to miss a single episode. Welcome to our deep dive into America's most notorious serial killers, state by state. Our journey begins in Alabama with Nanny Doss, the giggling granny, hiding a sinister secret behind her sweet demeanor. Next, we travel to the vast and remote wilderness of Alaska, where Robert Hansen, the butcher baker, hunted his victims. The relentless desert heat of Arizona couldn't hide the terror inflicted by Mark Goudeau, the infamous baseline killer. Arkansas harbors a dark secret in Ronald Gene Simmons, a mass murderer who took the lives of 16 people. California, known for its sunshine, glamour, and vibrant life, was terrorized by Richard Ramirez, the infamous Night Stalker. In Colorado, we uncover the chilling case of Scott Lee Kimball, an FBI informant who used his role to murder. Connecticut's highways became the hunting grounds for Michael Ross, the infamous roadside strangler, who preyed on vulnerable women at night. Delaware's Route 40 became synonymous with fear and dread as Stephen Brian Pennell, the Route 40 killer, stalked the highways. Florida introduces Aileen Wuornos, a woman driven to kill, earning her the chilling moniker the Damsel of Death. Atlanta, Georgia was gripped by fear as the Atlanta child murders unfolded, with Wayne Williams as the prime suspect. Paradise turned into a nightmare in Hawaii, as the unidentified Honolulu Strangler tragically claimed the lives of 5 innocent women. Idaho's tranquility was shattered by Paul Ezra Rhodes, convicted of 3 brutal murders, leaving a trail of fear and uncertainty. Illinois was home to John Wayne Gacy, the killer clown who preyed on young boys. Indiana's highways became a hunting ground for Herb Baumeister, suspected of killing 11 men, leaving a trail of grief. John Wayne Gacy's reign of terror extended beyond Illinois, leaving a chilling mark on Iowa as well. His crimes in Iowa were just as horrifying, adding to his infamy. Kansas trembled in fear as Dennis Rader, the self-proclaimed BTK killer, terrorized Wichita for over 3 decades, leaving a lasting scar on the community. Kentucky's Donald Harvey, known as the Angel of Death, claimed to have taken the lives of 87 people under his care. Louisiana faced horror with Derek Todd Lee, the Baton Rouge serial killer, who preyed on women in the city. Maine's James Hicks, convicted of killing 3 women, left the entire community reeling from his brutal and shocking crimes. Maryland's Joe Metheny, a notorious serial killer and cannibal, shocked the entire nation with his gruesome and horrifying acts. Boston, Massachusetts was terrorized by the Boston Strangler. Coral Eugene Watts, the Sunday morning slasher, confessed to killing 13 women, but the true count remains unknown. Minnesota was haunted by Paul Michael Stephanie, the weepy-voiced killer. Mississippi's Glenn Rogers, suspected of killing 5 women, left a chilling trail of death across multiple states. His crimes spanned from California to Florida, shocking the nation. Missouri's Robert Burdella, the Kansas City butcher, was infamously known for his depraved acts of torture and murder, shocking the community. Montana's Wayne Nance, infamously known as the Missoula Mauler, terrorized the city, leaving a string of victims in his wake. Nebraska experienced a terrifying spree of violence at the hands of teenage spree killer Charles Starkweather in the late 1950s. Nevada's Gerald and Charlene Gallego, a murderous couple, embarked on a brutal killing spree that left 10 innocent people dead. New Hampshire's Sheila LaBarre, convicted of killing 2 men, earned the chilling nickname the Epping Angel due to her heinous crimes. Richard Biegenwald, the thrill killer, terrorized New Jersey, taking at least 6 lives for pleasure. New Mexico's David Parker Ray, the toy box killer, was infamous for his torture chamber, where he subjected victims to unimaginable horrors. New York City was gripped by fear as David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, terrorized with his random shootings. North Carolina's Henry Louis Wallace, known as the Charlotte Strangler, preyed on women in Charlotte, leaving the community devastated and fearful. North Dakota's Eugene Butler, suspected of killing 6 people, cast a long shadow of fear over the entire state. Ohio's Anthony Sowell, the Cleveland Strangler, preyed on vulnerable women, hiding their bodies in his own home. His heinous acts shocked the community and left a lasting scar on Cleveland. Oklahoma's Roger Dale Stafford, convicted of 9 brutal murders, left a horrifying trail of blood and terror in his wake. Oregon's Dayton Leroy Rogers, the Malala Forest killer, targeted young women, with their bodies found in the dense forests. Pennsylvania's Gary Heidnik, who kidnapped, tortured, and killed women in his basement, shocked the entire nation with his extreme depravity. Rhode Island's Craig Price, a teenage serial killer, shocked the entire community with the sheer brutality of his crimes. Donald Henry Gaskins, known as Pee-wee, claimed to have killed over 100 people in South Carolina, marked by brutality. Robert Leroy Anderson, convicted of 2 murders, left Sioux Falls questioning if there were more victims. Tennessee's Paul Dennis Reed, known as the fast food killer, terrorized fast food restaurants, leaving a trail of death in his wake. Texas's Dean Corll, known as the Candyman, along with his accomplices, committed a horrific string of murders, targeting young boys. Ted Bundy, one of America's most notorious serial killers, left his mark on Utah, sending shockwaves across the nation. Vermont became part of Israel Keyes' cross-country killing spree, his crimes confessed to, yet leaving more questions than answers. Virginia was terrorized by Timothy Wilson Spencer, the Southside Strangler, who preyed on women in the Richmond area during the 1980s. Washington state was haunted by Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer, who targeted young women found near the Green River. West Virginia's Harry Powers, the infamous Lonely Hearts Killer, lured his victims through personal ads, preying on their vulnerabilities and trust. Wisconsin was home to one of the most chilling and infamous cases, that of Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee cannibal. Our journey ends in Wyoming with Dale Wayne Eaton, convicted of Lisa Marie Kimmel's murder, a tragic case that gripped the nation. That concludes our state-by-state exploration of America's most notorious serial killers. It's been a heavy journey, covering a lot of ground. These cases remind us to stay vigilant and look out for one another. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss future deep dives. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious.